Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Riley, and I am the Florida-based half of the theme park Damsels. And it is a very big day. It is a very big weekend. We are at Epic Universe, and it is opening weekend. So the park had its grand opening yesterday, May 22nd. Today is May 23rd. So we were unable to snag tickets for opening day, and by we, I mean me, myself. I'm producer extraordinaire Jimmy. But we are here today and tomorrow, and we are doing full coverage of what opening weekend is going to look like. So let's talk about Frankie. Frankie wants absolutely no spoilers whatsoever. So you're stuck with just me and producer Jimmy for this entire coverage of opening weekend of Epic Universe. And if you don't want any spoilers either, skip it. Don't watch. But if you want to know everything, we are here and we're going to cover as much as we possibly can. For today, it is day 2. We've heard they've got lower park capacity, so we should have a nice, easy breezy experience. Fingers crossed for us. We're gonna take you through kind of the layout of the park, the 5 different portals, where you can eat, where you can grab drinks, what the attractions are. We're kind of gonna break down the basics for you today and see kind of what we can get on as far as rides go and kind of recap those experiences for you so you kind of know what to expect when you come. We have been very, very lucky to have done previews here. So we do have a little bit of prior knowledge coming into this. We're not coming in blind. So hopefully we can steer you in the right direction to have the best possible time when you come to this brand new Epic Park. We are so excited. Let's head on in. Let's step through those portals. Let's begin at the beginning. So you're gonna walk through the Kronos, which is the portal into Celestial Park. Celestial Park is going to be your main hub. All of your other portals are going to be connected to Celestial Park, and they truly have put the park back in theme park. This area of Epic is absolutely stunningly beautiful. There's flowers everywhere, there's trees everywhere, baby trees. Again, this is new, brand new. We got baby trees, there's fountains, there's benches, there's because the trees are babies, they've got these big old umbrellas over most of the benches. It's relaxing, it's incredible. And then on the other side is going to be the Helios Grand Hotel, which has its own entrance into Epic Universe. So if you stay there, you do have access to that and incredible views of the park. Things of note, if you stay at a Universal resort, you do have early entry into the park. It's going to give you an extra hour of park time, but they're specific in what attractions and lands are open to you during that time. So for right now, it's going to be Super Nintendo World and Stardust Racers. Super Nintendo World is its own portal, but Stardust Racers does live in Celestial Park. It is a super thrilling, dueling, incredible roller coaster. There's a green track and a yellow track, and just do it. It's super smooth. It's super fun. The airtime is incredible. The other ride here in Celestial Park is going to be the Constellation Carousel. It is beautiful, especially at nighttime. I would say save that one if you can to do it at night. Everything lights up all pretty, and it's like you're dancing through the stars on these really cool animals. And then you do have your, we'll call it signature dining. So your 2 sit-down restaurants that you're going to want to snag reservations for that you can do inside the Universal app. Live in Celestial Park as well. You've got the Atlantic, and it is all going to be seafood based, and the views of Celestial Park from inside of that restaurant are absolutely stunning. It sits on kind of the upper main fountain, and there's like these fish that go around, and they're all blinged out, and I was able to eat there during previews, and again, the views are unbelievable. The other one is going to be the Blue Dragon, and we have reservations actually later today for that. So we've not been there yet, so that'll be a fun new experience for us. But again, you're going to want to be able to, you want to get reservations for those. There's a bunch of also quick service dining that we will get into as we kind of go through the park. But you've got Pizza Moon, the Oak and Star Tavern, which has breakfast. There are multiple Starbucks locations in Celestial Park as well. You also have your big 2 main gift shops up front. The one to the right as you walk through the Kronos is going to be like your photo shop, your Christmas shop, and they've got some How to Train Your Dragon merch in there. And then the other one is the Other Worlds Mercantile, and that's going to be your big kind of everything, your Epic, all of your 4 portals, all of that stuff's going to live there, along with a sweet shop, Captain Coco. He's this cute little bear. He's their mascot, and he provides you with all your sweets. So make sure you check that out. That's kind of your basics of Celestial Park. And as we get through, like I said, as we wander through, we can kind of dive more into those quick service dining locations for you. There's also multiple bars, so stick around for that as well. Alrighty, we're gonna step into our first portal, which is going to be I think the technical title is The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. At the top of the portal here, you're going to see the time turner. So you're actually going back in time to 1920s Paris. And what's absolutely incredible about this particular architecture is they built it on a 1-to-1 scale. So most things in theme parks are going to be on a forced perspective. Things are not as big as your eye believes them to be. This is. They built it on a 1-to-1 scale. So the buildings in Paris are equally as tall as they are inside of this portal, and it is incredible. I'm so excited to take you in and have you like turn the corner. You're going to freak out. It's so amazing. It's so magical. It is crawling with fantastic beasts. They are in every inch of Wizarding World Paris, and it's really fun. All the details they put into the windows, and like you can go find all of the creatures that we've all fallen in love with, from a mooncalf to bowtruckles to mischievous nifflers. Okay, let's stop talking. Let's go in. So let's kind of do some breakdown of the area really fast. You've got two major attractions here. It's going to be Harry Potter and the Vow of the Ministry. You're going to step into Floo Powder. You're going to head into the British Ministry of Magic, and that's where that attraction is going to live. So that is kind of your second area of this world, of this portal. So you've got your France, and then you've got your Ministry of Magic. The other one is the Wizarding World's very first indoor show, and that's going to be Cirque Arcanu. The show is incredible. The puppets, the staging, the circus acts are unlike anything I have ever seen. I don't think we're allowed to film. Just do it, take my word for it. You will be amazed by the incredibleness of this attraction, of this show. The queue itself is its own, like you're drawn into this like mystical circus world. Amazing. So you've got, those are your two main attractions. You've got two sit-down quick service restaurants. The one is going to be the Goblet Noir, which is going to be up here and like back in the alley kind of sort of. And that's going to be very similar food to what you would get in the other Wizarding Worlds here at Universal, like your chicken, your potatoes, just kind of that standard Wizarding World affair. But the shining gem here in Paris is going to be Le Café La Air de la Serene, which is home to the already famous butterbeer crepes. 5 out of 5 on those. Make sure you get those. Oh my God, it's like the best Wizarding World butterbeer treat. They are open for breakfast as well as lunch. You're going to order your food on the app, put your table number, and they will bring it to you to your table. If there is seating available, it'll be open seating. But during lunch, it's already very popular, so you'll have to wait in the queue to get a table, and then same thing, you'll order the food on the app, put in your table number, and they will bring it to you. There also is a butterbeer cart, but it's French butterbeer. It's the same, but it's like they call it something a little bit different. There are some really fun shops. There's a sweet shop here. It's beautiful inside. But they've introduced a brand new world of wands, Cosme Acajur. So Cosme has been created for the Wizarding World Paris, and she believes that the choices that you make determine who you are. So the wand doesn't choose you, you choose it, and as long as you choose it back, it's beautiful. And these wands, guys, are stunning. She's a French fashionista. She is a queen. She has made beautiful, stunning wands. So there's all new wand experiences here. You get your map. There's a bunch of places you can go and cast spells, find magical creatures. This area is incredible. Let's go. Let's wander around and see what we can get into. Maybe cast a spell or two. So we saw the Wizarding World Jazz Trio. They are so fun. They have this cute little fantastic beast that actually like comes off and they carry it around at the end. So stinking cute. I can't. Besides the butterbeer crepes, the most other famous at this point already is going to be Bar Moonshine, which is behind me, which is the American bar. And they've got fantastic libations. So we're going to head inside and get one because we're here and why not? I got the Giggle Water, which I don't think it's gonna make me giggle like Jacob Kowalski in Fantastic Beasts, but you know. So it is amber shimmering elderflower Prosecco Spritz. Smells interesting. It's not very bubbly for it being Prosecco. Just okay. Should I say giggle? I don't know. It's like almost like watered down Prosecco, but like a little more syrupy. Syrupy Prosecco. That's how I would describe it. Not my favorite, but not bad. Probably like a 2.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. Jimi got the Lobe Blaster, a potent mix of moonshine, limoncello, absinthe, lemon juice, club soda, and simple syrup garnished with a rosemary sprig and layered with emulsion verde. So like the green juice on top. That is quite the sprig. I'm really nervous because Jimi made a whoo. It's got alcohol in it for sure. So the lady in the bathroom said it tasted like an herby spicy summer, and she honestly nailed it. It tastes like an herby spicy summer. It's good though. I think it's definitely better than the Giggle Water, and I think the alcohol content is higher than the Giggle Water. So if you want the alcohol bang for your buck, this is it. The Lobe Blaster, guys. That's good. I give this a 4 out of 5. But that's Bar Moonshine. Come check it out. It's cute in there. To the British Ministry of Magic we go. Okay, so I'm currently standing inside the British Ministry of Magic, and incredible is the only word to describe it. If you've been on Forbidden Journey, you know that cube literally takes you through all of Hogwarts, and you get to go to Dumbledore's office and the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom and all of that. This is on that scale, but like on a larger physical scale. So you go through all of the ministry, you go through Dolores' office. Let's talk about where we are in our story. So this is going to take place after the Battle of Hogwarts, after Voldemort has been defeated, and this is like an extension to that tale. So this is like not necessarily the next chapter, but I would say like the next step. So in the queue, if you're listening and you're paying attention, Ron, Harry, and Neville are training to be Aurors at this point in time. They're not full-blown Aurors yet, they're still just in training. Kingsley Shacklebolt is our Minister of Magic, and Dolores Umbridge is ready to stand trial for her crimes, which is what we all want to see because, God, she's the worst. The ride is unlike anything I have ever been on. You get in an elevator lift, and you're supposed to be going down to the trial, and of course, just mischief and mayhem and Death Eaters and magical beasts happen. I wanted to give too much away of the ride itself. You're not allowed to film, so I'm sure Universal, like creative official on YouTube, will put out something. But for now, it's a protected experience, and I think that's fantastic that we leave it that way. But yeah, it's great. 5 out of 5 Names of the Light. It's amazing. That sums up the portal. So you've got your 2 main attractions, your 2 dining locations. You've got your sweet shop, Cosme's Wand Shop. There is currently another smaller shop that's got like the original Hogwarts robes and some really pretty like pajamas and all of the like the French spin on. So you've got your berets and your suspenders and your bow ties, like all of that is in one of the shops in there as well. We did confirm with team members that we do have a Mademoiselle Melkins that will open, that will have fabulous Paris fashion, witch and wizard designs, and then they are going to bring a bakery featuring Jacob Kowalski's beautiful creations, and I am so excited for that to open. They did not have a date. It's not something that we can confirm. They can't confirm. They're not certain. So, but that will be coming soon. So the portal's not done. It's still got magic to pump out. They do have some characters that wander. You get to meet an Auror if he happens to come your way, as well as Cosme herself. She does wander Paris. You'll typically find her inside of her shop selling wands, because that's what she does. As well as you've got Beauxbaton, Hogwarts, and Ilvermorny students roaming as well. So if you see them, try to catch their eye and have some fun magical conversations with them. That kind of wraps up Wizarding World Paris and the Ministry of Magic. We're gonna head to the Blue Dragon for lunch here. It's just right around the bend. So let's go. at the Blue Dragon. She's cute. She's got a big, deep story. Explorer style dining. And they have this really cool story that ties into Celestial Park. It is a true sit-down dining experience. Right now there are only 2, like I said before. We are going to do a full dining review on the Blue Dragon, so you're going to want to keep an eye out for that, for like the actual full experience. We're going to go over the menu, over the lore, everything that we ordered, dessert, drinks, the whole kit and caboodle. But just for the purpose of today's video of just vlogging second day of Epic Universe, we had lunch there. It was amazing. 5 out of 5 damsel delight. You're definitely going to want to check out that dining review. To kind of transition into the back half of the day, Celestial Park is very much, the park is parking right now. They do have some live entertainment that I want to show you. That the proof is in the pudding. They really have put the park back in theme park. And then we're going to head into Darkmoor. Also, the fountain is going wild right now, which is what I'm standing opposite of. So throughout the day, they do have like little fountain shows that go on with the big fountain that's right in front of the hotel. From my understanding, each of the portals has a little show. So they'll pump in music from those areas and then do it here. So I'm gonna have Jimmy turn around and show you that really quickly before we head to the live entertainment. Of course, the live entertainment stops as soon as I'm trying to show you it. But we'll keep an eye out. They've got like a shaded sort of stage area that the performers come and they sing like current music, it's not themed or anything. It's just like your top hits. There's a bunch of a dance area out the front and then a whole bunch of like tables with umbrellas. So like I said, the park back in theme park. But on to Darkmoor, Dark Universe. All of the Universal monsters have come together and they're ready to amp up the spooky. So I listened to the Universal official podcast and they had the 2 top creators of this world on there and they did some kind of like picking of their brain on there. And so things that I learned on the podcast is when you are standing in front of all of the portals, it is very intentional that you cannot see anything inside of said portal. So like from where I'm standing right now, I can see the top of Paris, I can see the big mountain peak in Berk, but if I'm standing in front of the portal, I can't see inside of it. So the same thing goes with Darkmoor, and so that goes for all 4 of the portals. But Darkmoor, they designed specifically to have like a 3-step reveal, to have like the beginning of the land, and then you see Frankenstein Manor, and then you see the windmill, catch on fire windmill. So it's very cool. I'm very excited to have you walk through it with me to get it. They delivered on that. It's not scary, but it's definitely spooky, and the spooky does kind of amp up at nighttime because they've got like all this fog going and like kind of creepy noises and stuff, and there's like a graveyard as soon as you enter. Anyway, let's walk in and we can get more in depth with there. But you've got like the Frankenstein area and then you've got like the werewolf area. So that's kind of the 2 main monsters stories that are presented in Darkmoor. So let's head on in and we'll show you what's going on in there. Your main attractions are going to be Monsters in Chains, the Frankenstein Experiment, and the Curse of the Werewolf, which is a family roller coaster. And so let's kind of talk more about those. So the Curse of the Werewolf, each of your cars can spin on its own. So depending on the weight of the passengers is like your experience. So every time you ride it, it could be a little bit different, or will be a little bit different. It didn't bother my motion sickness too much, so take that for what it is. Monsters in Chains, the Frankenstein Experiment. It's a dark ride, but not your standard slow motion in a doom buggy type dark ride. All of your Universal monsters will live inside of there, and we're talking like all of them, from the Phantom of the Opera to Hunchback of Notre Dame to Wolfman to the creature from the Black Lagoon. They all come to life inside of this ride. Victoria Frankenstein, who is great-great-great-granddaughter of Henry Frankenstein, who is from the classic Universal Frankenstein film. She has taken his inspiration, and now we get Frankenstein's Monster 2.0. And so her whole goal is to kind of tame or trap all of the creatures that roam the night. So that's why we meet all of them in the ride. So it is delightfully spooky. It's a good time. The animatronics are insane. Like, they're incredible. Like, talk about damsel delight. You gotta do it. It's kind of like a little bit of a badge of honor spooky-wise when it comes to attractions. The queue is also really cool. The original Frankenstein monster is in there. You can see she's done like experiments on him and stuff. It's very cool. And if you're a big classic Universal Monster fan, this is your area. This is where you're gonna wanna hang out. Other things in Darkmoor, over here we're gonna have Das Steakhouse, which is gonna be the quick service, like sit down quick service restaurant. And it is inside the catacombs with all of the vampires. So it's extra spooky in there. The stuff on the walls, from the murals to apparently every so often the lights flicker red, which means that the vampires have taken a sacrifice and they're chowing down. Again, it's spooky. They also have the Burning Blade Tavern, which is going to be part bar, part quick service, but it's not really a sit down, it's more of like a grab and go. We also have your creature shop where you get your makeup done like one of the Universal monsters. So that's really fun. And there also is a couple of stores in here. One as you exit the Frankenstein ride. Curse of the Werewolf has its own little like push cart of merchandise, and Dr. Praetorius, who is the doctor that helps Henry Frankenstein create the Bride of Frankenstein, he has a shop as well. If you want to dress like a Universal monster, that's where you're going to want to head. So that's kind of your general overview of Dark Universe, aka Darkmoor. We've got some characters and storytellers that roam the land as well to bring this land to life. Maybe we'll run into one of them. I don't know. So we just literally walked on Monsters Unchained. The crowd levels here for opening weekend, everything is like 15 minutes or less. It's absolutely crazy. So let's talk about the ride vehicle so you guys know what to expect. So if you've ever done Forbidden Journey at Islands of Adventure, so the big Harry Potter ride that takes place inside of Hogwarts, it's the exact same ride system. So it's like your bench or your catacomb vehicle is on one of those kuka arms. You can kind of go all different directions. In the pre-show, underneath Igor, when he's telling you what's going on, they give you a preview of what your ride vehicle looks like. They whip it around way more than the ride actually does whip you around as a rider. All of the screens that they use are stagnant, they're stationary. So Forbidden Journey, your ride vehicle and your screen moves at the same time, and that's where the motion sickness, like, I cannot do it. This one is, because they're stationary, it's a completely different thing. Like, it doesn't bother me really at all. So the Burning Blade Tavern is underneath the famous Catch on Fire windmill. So every 15 minutes or so, it does catch on fire and spins, and it's very cool. So underneath it is the Burning Blade Tavern, though. So it's a bar, it's a tavern. Very limited indoor seating. The AC is pumping in there. There's a couple outdoor tables. They do serve a couple of snacks that you'll have to mobile order and then pick up outside. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have your Universal app that you'll order that on. The bartenders can't ring you in for the food. You do have to do it on your phone, but they do ring you in for your drinks. The monocane that makes the Invisible Man invisible, there's a mocktail inside of that, and it comes in a cool like beaker. So that's really fun. It's green, it kind of like is fluorescent, but they've got some really fun cocktails inside. There's a special mead here that's brewed just for them. It's definitely a spot you're going to want to check out for the mocktails or the cocktails, whatever you like. But this is a can't miss. This is the third. Remember I said that earlier, there was like the 3-step reveal. The windmill is that third step. As you come around the corner from Frankenstein Manor, you see it, and it's like, oh my gosh, there it is, and we know it's going to catch on fire. So it's very cool. I feel that all I need to say to wrap up Darkmoor is that was Darkmoor. It's spooky, which I can do. It's not scary. It's not like that horror gore, but it's amazing. It's incredible. I like it. I like Darkmoor. It's a fun place. The entertainment is back out in Celestial Park, so we're going to rush over there so we don't miss it again. Since we were able to catch the live entertainments, and it's not always the same. They kind of cycle through 2 or 3 different groups depending on the day. I figured now was the perfect time to sort of expand a little bit on your dining and drinking beverage options here at Celestial Park. So I think we've said multiple times, there's the 2 sit-down restaurants that are reservations, and they're incredible. But then you've got 3 quick service, and so you're gonna have Pizza Moon, which everyone is like absolutely raving about, and they do have a ube purple pizza. I don't know that I would try it, but it sounds intriguing. But the theming inside is incredible. Like we both walked in and we're like, wow, look at this place. It's very fun. It's probably the heaviest themed of the three quick service restaurants here in Celestial Park. So the next one is going to be the Oak and Star Tavern, and they actually do have a full service bar attached to that, and that is the Plastered Owl. The Oak and Star Tavern is the barbecue place here. It is this warm, cozy, wonderful vibes. There's beautiful stained glass, there's murals all over the wall, there's carvings on the pillars. It's very earthy, very woody. It's like just warm and cozy, like an up north cabin type cozy. They do offer breakfast, and we did have breakfast there. We were lucky enough to do that, and it was really, really good. There are not a ton of breakfast options, and that is one of them. And then the outside Cafe de la Air Serene, however you say it, in Wizarding Paris is, as far as we know right now, the two like breakfast options for quick service. You could always get Starbucks. And then directly behind me is the Frosty Moon, so you can get your ice cream here. I believe that it's soft serve. We can go check out the menu. We've not indulged in Frosty Moon yet. But then right next to Frosty Moon is Celestiki, which is their tiki bar. So they do have a couple of frozen options that like come out of the machine, so like your daiquiri and your margaritas or pina colada, as well as non-frozen tiki drinks, and they do have a couple of mocktails. So that's really fun. So that's Plastered Owl, Celestiki, and then Bar Zenith is going to be just opposite of Celestiki. They have their own completely different menu of cocktails and mocktails. So the drinking options in Celestial Park they're really doing it. Both of those are not full bars though. The Plastered Owl is your full bar where you can order whatever you want. All of your breakfast drinks you're going to want to get there. So they were talking about your espresso martinis, your mimosas, your Bloody Marys, the Plastered Owl. That's where you're going to want to start if you like to drink in the morning. Behind Bar Zenith is the third quick service option here in Celestial Park, and that is the New Year Astropub. They've got fish and chips, burgers, that sort of menu, kind of like your more standard theme park affair. Like we actually had lunch there the other day and it was really, really good. Theme dining, Epic has really, really stepped up the game. Oak and Star feels like you're not even in a theme park anymore. Like it's like this big cozy cabin. It's like hard to believe you step outside and like there's a theme park happening. Piece of Moon is super fun. Of the three, Meteor Astropub is like the least themed, but it's just like slightly spaced, super open, and good vibes all around. Up next will be Super Nintendo World. We're gonna Mario, Luigi, Peach, Donkey Kong. Here we go. Welcome to Super Nintendo World. This is my favorite portal entrance by far because it's just instantly you are put into the game. So you take a warp pipe up escalators to get to Peach's castle, and then you walk through Peach's castle, and then you are in it. You are in the video games. I know this portal does the absolute best job of immersing you in this world. You can see nothing from outside once you're in here. You are in a video game. So your big attractions here are going to be Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, which takes place inside of Bowser's castle. And you get in your little racy cart and you get these crazy looking visor things, and you can like see your coins and your turtles and your score all through your visor. But there's also like full-blown dark ride elements in and around you. So it is incredibly unique. It is so freaking well done. It's insane. You're also going to have Yoshi's Adventure, which you can see over my shoulder. It's a cute little dark ride, but really it's a light ride because most of it is actually outside. You're going to look for eggs. So there's going to be a red one, a green one, and a blue one, and you got to go look for it, and then you might be able to find a golden egg, which is super cute. And you get in your Yoshi, and they're all different colors. My favorite is the purple, but that's just because I'm a purple girly. Those are your two rides. And here, the entire land, if you get a power-up band, which we do not have, is completely interactive. You can go around and punch stuff and hit stuff and play games on screens or tactile. It's incredible. Like, it really, truly is. It's something that we plan to get. We just haven't dabbled in that yet. But most of the coolness, you do have to have a band to play. So weigh out your pros and cons. There is also the world famous Toadstool Cafe here for dining. So Toad has has hit the kitchen for us and created a deliciously delightful, fun menu. It's really just stupid cute because you go in, you get seated, like all the screens you can see like toads, all the toads cooking in the kitchen. Then every so often, Bowser comes through and like havoc ensues and you see all the toads run for safety. It's just so cute and all the food is so cute. You get like a little Mario hat on your burger, and just it's 5 out of 5 dims with a lay on the Toadstool Cafe. You also have a couple of like snack areas. Up top is going to be like popcorn and soda. Down below, Yoshi has smoothie cart. There's also a freestyle station down there. Oh, guys, you can also meet Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad all here. If Jimmy kind of comes this way, they're actually meeting right now. How cute are they? They're so cute. They do have set times. You're gonna wanna use that Universal official app and it will tell you when they're gonna be out next. So Peach and Mario and Luigi are out right now. Toad runs like a shorter day. So just keep that in mind. If you want to meet everybody here, you're going to want to get in here a little earlier in the daytime. We have some stores. As you exit Mario Kart, there's going to be a store there. Then there's the really big store, which is the 1-Up Factory. So you can get your headbands, your shirts, your power-up bands, of course. The merch here is, I just keep, like, cute is the best word to describe this entire area. And then something specific to our Super Nintendo World here in Orlando, we have Donkey Kong Country. So after you get through all of this and kind of head back and downstairs, it's got its own little mini portal and you head into Donkey Kong Country. Before I talk about it, we're gonna head back there so you can see it. That's Super Nintendo World, so let's head into Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country is part of Super Nintendo World, but it's its own kind of separate portal, as it lives in like a different world. Because it's not the same. They're not the same. Here, you're going to have Minecart Madness, which is the ride. It's the attraction. It's the new girl in town. It's this and Battle at the Ministry. Those are like the two big ones. You do have the Bubbly Barrel, which is going to have a special float that they made kind of just for the Donkey Kong area. Pineapple and banana Dole Whip swirl in a waffle cone with caramel corn on top of a cup of pineapple Fanta. That's right, guys, it's a lot. We didn't love it, but I've seen people that like just eat it up and that's like their thing. So give it a try. Guys, you get to meet Donkey Kong and that's like the one thing that I am with. I don't think he met during previews. I hadn't seen him out at all. So I'm really excited to come back tomorrow and meet Donkey Kong. They also have a cute little stand/gift shop in the airplane. It's cute, it's sweet, it's smaller than the rest of it, but it's like a vibe. And then there's a rhinoceros bongo game that you can kind of see happening over my shoulder. And I don't think you have to have a power band to play that, but we'll confirm for sure. Yeah, it's fun back here. I really like it. So that's Donkey Kong Country. We did a little digging. We asked some team members what the situation was as far as the games you can play with power-up bands or not. Something of note, we're in a 2-story, a double-decker situation here. There are lots of stairs in this land. They do have elevators, but if you've got bad knees, that's something to take into account. There are staircases upon staircases. There's staircases inside the queues. To get up to Yoshi's, you have to take stairs. To get down, there's a lot of stairs. Anyway, we came back upstairs, asked a team member, hey, we're getting mixed signals. Do you have to have a band? Do you not have to have a band? And he basically broke it down to the games inside, you can just play without a band. Now, if you have a band, you'll get keys, you can collect coins, all of that. But for the games outside, you have to have a power-up band for them to start. Take that information and do with it what you will. We do not have power-up bands yet. It's something that we've been kind of playing with that idea. Do we spend the money? Do we not? Knowing that these bands you can play in any Super Nintendo World in the world, whether it's Hollywood here or Japan. And he said you just need one for the family, like we each don't need our own. It's probably something that we're gonna do because I would love to like really dive into this world and like be fully immersed in it. He also said that the Donkey Kong bands are exclusive to Epic Universe, but will work everywhere. But Super Nintendo World is 5 out of 5 games delight. Really, these portals across the board, you can't go wrong. If this is something you grew up with, this is something you play with your kids, get ready, it's a blast. It is so stinking cute, it's so much fun. There are 3 attractions in here. There's a lot to do, a lot to explore, and it's like you're inside a video game. Like, it's just awesome. That is Super Nintendo World plus Donkey Kong Country. So the Isle of Berk is our last, but most certainly not least portal, so let's head over that way. So before we head into Berk, real quick, I want to talk about the store that's behind me. And the gentleman outside was like, it's a really long title. It's like the Super Nintendo Superstore. It's got a long name. This portal has multiple entrances and exits. And depending on whether you're upstairs or downstairs, there's a bunch of different options to get out. But if you're looking at the portal to the right-hand side, you're gonna have the Mario fountain. And next to that is the store I'm talking about. The reason I'm bringing it up is you gotta go inside and look at the stained glass. It's stunning. And it's not only Super Mario Brothers, Zelda's up there. And what's really cool to tie it into Celestial Park is if you step further into the store, everybody is in constellations on the ceiling. Because Celestial Park, guys. I mean, they really thought about it. It's just great. Anyway, now we're going to Berk. Okay guys, so we've made it to the portal that I was most excited about when they announced what it was all gonna be. If you don't know, How to Train Your Dragon is a DreamWorks picture, and DreamWorks is owned by Universal. So they own this property just like they own all of the Universal monsters. And so there's a trilogy, and it is truly a perfect trilogy. It's so good. Inside of Berk here, we are sitting between movies 2 and 3. The dragons have moved in and they are thriving and they are everywhere. Let's go in and see some dragons, and then we'll talk about more about all of the attractions and the shows and the meet and greets and the characters who live there once we get inside. Beautiful humans, welcome to Berk. So quick overview of the land. We're gonna have 4 rides, 1 kiddie play area, and 1 show. So the show is the Untrainable Dragon. 5 out of 5 dim delight, make sure you go see that. The story's a little corny, but it doesn't matter because there's dragons inside and it's incredible. The rides are as follows. So you've got Hiccup's wing gliders, which you may have just seen go behind me. That's gonna be a family style coaster. It's thrilling, but not like over the top crazy thrilling. Hiccup has figured out a way to like put wings on gliders so it feels like you're riding a dragon without actually riding the dragon. It's our favorite ride here. You also have Fire Drill, which is gonna be like a water boat ride, but it's interactive and you're like playing with the other boats and you can shoot targets and you either get more water or more points. We've not been on it, but I don't like to get soaked and I don't like walking around in wet shoes. So that's the kind of thing, if you're gonna do, make sure you bring your flip-flops and maybe a poncho if you don't wanna get wet. They do have dryers, and then like the dragons are breathing fire in them so you can dry off. So cute. And then Dragons Racers Rally is gonna be the last one. You control how much you spin, so it looks almost like a classic carnival ride, and like you're kind of spinning around and there's like a counterweight, but you control how much you're barrel rolling, so don't worry about that. If you want some really good views of Berk, that's gonna be your best bet. And then the kiddie play area is just super fun. It's actually really large. We'll head over that way and get some footage for you. There's slides and stuff for them to climb on, and it's really cute and very interactive for them. That covers attractions and rides. But the most cool thing you can possibly do here is meet Toothless and friends. Hiccup sometimes is there. You get fellow other dragon trainers. We happened to meet Ashford and Stormfly came out, which was really cool. Other than talking Mickey when that was a thing. It is the most incredible meet and greet experience I have ever experienced. That does have a pretty high wait time all of the time because the experience is so incredible and the queue is all outside. So that is the only downside to Berk at this time with our baby trees is it's hot over here. It is hot and you are in the sun. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you stay hydrated this summer if you're coming, or any summer for that matter. There are dragons everywhere, so you want to keep your eye out. But let's wander around and we'll get more in detail of all of the goodness of Berk, and we talk about some of the restaurants and snacking locations. Let's talk about snacks. Let's talk about food. So behind me is going to be Mead Hall. And my favorite detail, because we're in between movie 2 and 3, Stoic, spoiler alert, he passes in movie 2. So they built a giant statue of him because he was the chieftain, and he's actually behind me, which I was like, I hope they have it, I hope they have it. And then we came and I was like, they have it! So it is absolutely accurate to the films. So this is gonna be your big sit-down quick service restaurant where you're gonna put in your order on your mobile phone that'll deliver to your table. The menu is like really fun, very themed. They also have exclusive mead here brewed for this area, and it's Gover's Mead. It's like fizzy wine. Oh my God, it's incredible. That is gonna be here. You also have Spitfire Grill. So that's gonna be on the other side of the fire drill next to the Toothless meet and greet. Right now it's still all mobile order. I think they're still transitioning to get to where you can like go up to the window and order. So the already famous mac and cheese cones are also available at Spitfire Grill, and they've got little bowls as well. You can also get the alcoholic beverages there. So you've got different options for that. The last place is going to be Hooligans, Grog, and Gruel, and that is where you get the famed mac and cheese cones. They're worth the hype. They are incredible. And it's all because the cone is like everything season, but it's not really a pretzel, but it's like bread. Get yourself one. It's so good. We have how to treat your dragon, which is going to be the sweet shop treats. So they've got dragon eggs, they've got cake pops, they've got a caramel covered pear that looks like a turkey leg. What? They're really delivering when it comes to the themed food. Again, the themed dining, the snacks, they've truly outdone themselves. Let's talk gift shops. So when you exit Hiccup's Wing Gliders, there's Hiccup's Workshop, and that is a store. And then you also have the hatchery, which is where all the baby dragons are. And you get to get an egg and adopt a baby dragon. So cute. They also do have some of like the shirts are kind of copy paste from some of the other locations, but you can only get the baby dragons there. The detail and thought, not all of the portals, but I feel like Berk really shines. There's little interactive areas, like if you spin a wheel, the horn will make noise, and then over here, there's like if you push the buttons, the sheep will go up. Like Berk is incredible. Berk is 5 out of 5. Damsel delight. Yeah, don't miss the details. Make sure you kind of slow down, take it all in, check out the areas, wander all of the paths. You're gonna find so much just delight and magic and Vikingness everywhere. It's incredible. I think that kind of sums up the Isle of Berk. There's lots to do here. It's a full attraction count. There's an incredible show. It's epic. It's epic. Okay, and we are back in Celestial Park. Just like that, through a portal. It's so easy to go to other worlds around here. So speaking of that, I want to talk about Stardust Racers and its kind of story and lore really fast. So the Celestials, the people of Celestial Park, used to use comets to get to other worlds. But since the portals were invented and that problem was taken care of, they don't need comets anymore. So the whole purpose of Stardust Racers is those comets, they now race them instead of using them to get to other worlds. So you've got a green track, you've got a yellow track. It's a dueling coaster, and it is so much fun. The airtime, like your butt out of the seat, is most of the roller coaster. It's incredible. It's a duo launch, you get launched twice, and it takes on a whole new life at night. But I think that's also safe to say for every inch of this park at nighttime, it's like a completely different experience, like a brand new theme park all over again. Which is why I'm so excited that they've started to like push into those evening hours, and I hope that they stay. And we don't have to wait until November when it gets dark early to really see what this park has to offer at nighttime. Like Celestial Park is, with all of its sparkle and glitter and constellationness, is just stunningly beautiful. And then Darkmoor at night, it was meant to be a nighttime themed land. Like that is where it truly shines. But don't sweat on the other portals either. They truly, truly come alive at night. So I know that it's hot and it gets late and everybody wants to go home. But like if you want to push the day back to make sure you stay later, it's absolutely definitely worth it to see this park come alive at nighttime. Guys, I think that wraps us up. I think that wraps up our kind of breakdown of the park, of Epic, of the 5 different lands. What we want to do is kind of break down each of the portals individually and show you everything that they have to offer. So make sure that you stick around at the channel and you subscribe and you like it and hit that bell and get those notifications, because we're not done. We have so much more to explore. Let me know in the comments if I did okay. I did a good job of kind of giving you an overview of the park and what each portal has to offer. We are so excited and so proud of Universal. Thank you so much for coming along on opening weekend of Epic Universe. General overview. If you're watching this in the future, please click the link down below if you want to see more Epic Universe deep dives. They are coming, I promise. I'm so excited to just keep doing this, and I can't wait for Frankie to come so we can do it together. You can get a first-timer's perspective on what all of this is like. I'm so excited for that. Thank you so much for coming along, and as always, like and subscribe for more.